Boyle and I'm quitting alcohol. So, I've had this finger injury on my right ring finger for it's got to be like 6 weeks now. I hyperextended it and completely fucked it. And even though I have been working, it has just been like so fucking painful. I even heard it shaking David Rose's hand twice. He crushed my finger and I had to pull it away in agony. One of the problems seems to be that I continuously re injure it like 2 or 3 times a week. So it just doesn't get time to heal and it's still jarred. I still can't fucking shut it. Anyway, the doctor, when I saw him last, he's like, all right, continue doing what you're doing, but if it doesn't feel better next time I see you, which is going to be like a month away, we're going to do it my way, okay? You're going to be in a splint. We're going to isolate it. We're going to get it better. And I'm like, all right, if it doesn't feel better after 3 months, I will listen to you then. I'll finally listen to the doctor. Anyway, today at work, and I do injure it a lot at work. I jam it, I pull it, I fucking bend it. It's fucked. At least 3 times a week, I'm in agony. Anyway, today, I absolutely fucked it. I was hopping into the EWP, and for some reason, I was too lazy to pull my hand out of the door gate thing after I closed it, and I left my hand in there and just walked off. Like my hand was still in there, and I didn't remove it, and I just walked off as though I had removed it. And obviously, you can't go very far when your hand is somewhere else. So I walked off and it just ripped my hand, bent all my fingers backwards, hyperextended my injured finger again. And the pain, it was just as bad as the first time. I heard a crack as well in that finger. Anyway, 5 minutes later, I'm like, I think I might eventually get full-blown arthritis in this finger from just hurting it all the time. And then I was like, actually, what's going on here? It kind of feels like that crack has done something to it and it's loosened it up. And I'm moving it and it's pain-free. I'm bending it, I'm holding things, I can form a tight grip for the first time in ages. I know inside the knuckle there was fluid and I think that's what was causing the pain. Even though I went to a specialist and everything and no one really knew what was going on. I had this like little fucking tendon tear thing at the bottom of my hand as well, which no one knew what it was. They were like, that's probably an injury that was there before. I was like, I think I would notice a fucking giant fucking ball at the bottom of the finger I just injured. Anyway, no one could explain the pain, but the pain was there. And I don't know what the fuck happened today, but I hyperextended it again. It cracked, and now it's better. It's fucking crazy. And I was thinking all day, I was like, imagine if I had fucking splintered it up, put it in a splint, isolated it, it'd still be sore now. That's crazy. The doctors advised me to splint it. All I needed to do was recklessly fucking injure it again, exactly the same way as I did the first time, and it just gets better. These doctors don't know shit. But I was thinking about that all day. I'm like, how is it even possible that that could have been the cure? Like, who would have figured that out? Like, you can't prescribe that. And I'm talking like it's a miracle cure. I'm moving it now and I'm putting pressure on. It's crazy. So even if you went to like hand doctor school for like fucking 14 years or whatever, you're just getting like the fucking meat and potato versions of what's going on. You don't really know how to cure things. There's a million ways to cure things. And one of them seems to be just smash your injury as hard as you can. If you get a broken arm, just fucking belt it. It's like my thumb that I broke in my 20s and it grew back in the wrong spot. And then fucking I dropped my kid on it and it was injured. And at the start, or when we first moved back to Sydney, I went to the specialist. And the specialist was like, yes, what we can do is a surgery. We'll take the bone out. We'll take a wedge and we'll move it over. Your thumb will be a little bit shorter. It's quite a big surgery. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Then I started jiu-jitsu, and a lot of jiu-jitsu is gripping. So I got strength in my hands and the pain in my thumb completely disappeared. How about that instead of surgery, cunt? So if you've got some sort of like illness or injury that they say they can't fix, just keep fucking throwing shit at it. Just keep trying random shit. Injure yourself a little bit. Injure yourself somewhere else. Like, just keep fucking trying, because the doctors have less of an idea than your accidents. I'm going back to the doctor next week or the week after or something. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him what happened. I'm like, I injured it again. I hyperextended it. And somehow that released some sort of pressure and now it feels great. Can you explain the mechanism there? Like, what the fuck happened? He's a Scottish guy too, and he's actually not too bad. If he just goes, well, you yourself are retarded and you come from a long line of retards, and every now and then one of the retarded things you do will result accidentally in something positive. It may seem like you're not retarded, but I can assure you, you are, capital R, retarded. I would respect a doctor that said that to me. If he tried to explain, like, oh, there's a air suction capsule in your... Fuck up, idiot. I hyperextended it and it was hurting, and then I re-hyperextended it while I was hurting, and then it stopped hurting. I don't need your mumbo jumbo. Anyway, fucking that'll do it for tonight, and I'll see ya the fuck later.